house is a comfortable spot, go to a library, man. Go somewhere else, man, where you can really get into the scriptures, man, because your flesh is always gonna fight against you. It's always gonna draw you away from what's important, man. You know? So like doing the work is what's important for you, man. Okay, building yourself up is what's important to you. But your flesh is against you. Your own flesh, can you imagine that, man? Your own self is against you. You know?
It's that sin that dwells within us,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know, give a couple of examples, man. You know, sometimes you may, because of the job or whatever, the day before, you may find it hard, or you forgot to prepare for the Sabbath the day before it comes in. But then it's always on that. Oh, that's when you're in the mood for cooking.
Yeah.
You know, or on the Sabbath, that's when you wanna pipe the woman and that. You know, and then the demon will jump on her. Oh, baby, let me come round and, you know,
Starts getting out the rest.
you know, they do that thing with their leg. They cross their leg and you're like, oh shit. You know, and that's the demons, man. All right. You know, because it's not like it's just regular day. No, it's actually specifically targeting things of the flesh that attack you, that attack me. Whatever his weakness is, that's going to attack his flesh. Whatever my weakness is, going to attack my flesh. And that's how it is for every single man. Because it's that demon that's programmed within our flesh to make us want to sin and go off, man. That's why Paul had to come to the conclusion and say, look, man, oh wretched man that I am. Okay? There's no point trying to war with this flesh and trying, oh no, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna, you know, like them IUIC, we keep the law. You know,
Righteous.
you know, like they can fully, you know, be converted in the flesh on this side, man, with the law. No, man.
It's First Timothy 4:8. For bodily exercise profited little, but godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come.
Exactly, man. Because that just proves that the flesh ain't all that, man. The flesh ain't all that. I remember one time the elder Darwin Dawes said at camp, and it always stuck with me, man. We go in the kingdom, Bihara as well, when we make it, man. We go look back and think about these bodies and think, oh shit, man, how the hell did we survive in that? You know? Because, yeah, man, it says bodily exercise profiteth little, meaning that it does profit. Okay, if you go to the gym, if you work out, if you train, you know, some brothers are into the boxing, some brothers MMA and going gym and going for your runs and that. That's all good because it's scientifically proven that does help stimulate your mind, you know, it can help your mood, it keeps a balance, as the brother was talking about. But at the end of the day, if you're thinking that I'm going gym because when the martial law troops come, you're gonna do that, man. Alright? You're gonna shake in your boots, you're gonna shit your pants, alright, and you're gonna get carted away if the Lord ain't dealing with you. Alright? So don't be too focused about the physical stuff and the boxing and the biceps and no, man. The bodily exercise profiteth little, man. Okay? Because the main thing is the spirit, man. Okay? If Yahushua was dealing with physical men, he would have been dealing with Anthony Joshua's, Deontay Wilder's, okay, Tyson when he was in his day, Muhammad Ali when he was in his day. Okay? If that was the elect, if that was the criteria of the elect, you could be some 6'5", muscly guy, you know, top of your prime. That's who the Lord would have chosen, man. But the Lord ain't dealing with them guys, man. Not on a spiritual level anyway. Okay, He gave them the talent of the boxing, you know, but not the prophethood, man. Okay.
This is Romans 6:14. It says, "For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace." Yes, Romans 6:14. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for we are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? Most High forbid. Okay. Verse 16. Know ye not that to whom ye yield yourselves servants to obey, his servants ye are to his servants ye are to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or obedience unto righteousness.
Yeah, so we're under grace, man. Now it says, do we make void the law and stuff, Most High forbid, man. Okay, so we keep the law to the best of our ability, but what we do establish and remember and keep in the front of our mind is that, look, man, this keeping of the law ain't gonna save me.
Don't ask for man out of shape, but catch it first.
Fucking hell, I didn't even see that.
That's nasty, man.
She's like a
Focus.
she's like a how do they call it again? Septuagenarian, like 70 plus.
Yeah,
The Most High made that manifest, didn't it? We're talking about staying in the, getting out of the flesh and staying in the spirit.
And then you see some ass cheeks.
See, right, temptation's on every side, man. That's why we need these new bodies, because the scriptures do say flesh and black cannot inherit the kingdom. So we need these new bodies, man.
To change.
That'll be the first thing to go, man. Literally, let me get it. That'll be literally the first thing to go. Matter of fact, let me get this one, which I was holding for a while. It's Romans 8.
Like Romans. Okay, so it's Romans.
I told you it's gonna be zippy out here.
Look like
It's only gonna get cold. I ain't gonna get no.
This is on Romans 8 and 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption to the glorious liberty of the children of God.
yeah, it says the creature, we are the creature, okay? It says we were the ones that were made subject to vanity. What's vanity, man? Sin, man. This sinful flesh. Because remember, man, Adam did not start off being the ways being Adam was only knew the ways of righteousness in the beginning, man. Okay, and then the Lord now reprogrammed him now so that he can start going off. And after Adam started going off now, man, that passed on to all of us now, man. Okay, that's why now, man, it's like as we can only do the best that we can.
Yeah.
One way or another, man, there's always gonna only one man came in his flesh and they kept all the laws 100% in Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why he was an acceptable sacrifice, man. Okay, but so now as we were made subject to vanity, this is why before the kingdom comes, that's because now when that last part now, man, before the kingdom comes, okay, we've been through everything that we're supposed to be through now. When the chariots come, the first thing before we even enter the chariot, the first thing that's going to be changed is our bodies.
How sin came into the world. Romans 5 and 13. For until the law, sin was in the world. But sin is not imputed when there is no law. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned, after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who is the figure of him that was to come. Nevertheless, death reigned from Adam to Moses, even over them that had not sinned, after the similitude of Adam's transgression, who is the figure of him that was to come.
Okay, even those that had no sin after the similitude of Adam, okay, we started off with one man, and then that sin, man, that flesh, man, we passed on to all of us now, and now all of us now we're subject to the same vanity now. We all go off, okay, and who was the figure of him who was to come? Man? That's reincarnation, man, because Adam is Yahweh Shai. Okay, so sin came through Yahweh Shai, and sin was destroyed through Yahweh Shai again. Okay?
That's why he says, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, man, the beginning and the end. Because it all started with him, and he's the one that ended it, man. And that's the integrity of being a man. Like, if you get yourself in a situation, you gotta just accept it. Like, oh shit, man, okay, cool, I'm gonna deal with it, man.
Yeah.
And he came back, through the various lifetimes, and now he's in his final lot, man, as the Messiah. Alright, and he dealt with it, man. That's why he said on the cross, it's finished, man. All that shit that I started because he knew that, man. Best believe when Yahweh Shai was getting arrested, we got arrested. Okay, he knew that he was dying for us, man. But he really knew that, yeah, shit, man, it's all my fault, man. Okay, because it started with him. When they were beating him, putting him on the man, they knew. He knew too, Salakia, man. Okay, but because he's a man, okay, you know, the highest man of integrity, man, he dealt with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's no, you can't look at it, you can't blame your house shine, man. Okay, if a man makes a mistake or does something and he rectifies it, you gotta respect that.
That's right.
Okay. So the Lord, that's why the Lord's worthy of worship, man. All these guys are
Right.
like, oh yeah, I don't worship your house shy because that's your own dangerous path, man. You do that, see how far that gets you.
It's Sirach, just to back up what the Prophet said. Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we will die.
Yeah, because Yahushua was the he was the first simpleton for a woman, man, as Adam. Okay, because Eve, she went for it talks in Genesis, it talks about the trees, right? Alright, the tree of knowledge, good and evil, and the serpent that came onto her. Now, that wasn't, as Christianity will show you in the picture, it's not a serpent that was, speaking to her from off an actual tree. It's talking about a man, and that spirit that was within that man would later on come down to be known as who? Esau Edom. But he wasn't a so-called white man. He was actually melanated, okay? Because all people were coloured back then in the garden, man. And to start with, but the spirit that was within him was that same spirit of Esau Edom, okay?
So Genesis 3
So
and
like I didn't fully explain that. So my bad. So she went and started speaking with that guy, okay, which would later on be known as Esau Edom. Got entangled in his philosophies, and then she said, oh look Adam, you know, and then Adam was like, oh yeah, okay, and he got down with that too, alright, you know, but it's the woman that first went out of order, man, so she's the one that sinned first, man.
That's why the Lord said to Adam, because thou hast hearkened unto the woman.
Yeah.
Basically, Adam was supposed to check her, man. Put her in her place, man. You know, rebuke her, or whatever the hell you'd have done at that time, man. But when the Lord came to Adam, he told him, because thou hast listened unto the woman. Because he listened to her. Let me hear your opinions, baby. You know, okay, these philosophies, and then he took them onto himself, man. That's why he fucked up. You know?
And that's the first lesson, man. Don't listen to a woman. And that's the spirit, because last night when I couldn't sleep, I was watching these old school videos of the apostles, man. And Apostle Rakar was getting into it, man. Back on the, 34th street, however they call it, man. Don't listen to no woman, man. Don't let no woman rule your life, man. Okay, a woman is nothing but a resource, okay? You get with her, and the scriptures say that, man. If she's good to dwell with you, then dwell with her, man. But the moment she starts fucking up and trying to mess up the program and the algorithm and the wavelength, man, you gotta put her in check. And if she ain't hearing that, then you gotta leave, man. Or let her leave, man. But don't let a woman come and mess you up, man. Because they've got that very seductive way about them, man. And they know how to get to a man. All they gotta do is pose a certain way, say a certain thing, do a certain thing, and then your heart is ready to melt for them. Not when it comes to the truth, man. You know, because look what happened. Adam done that, and then he started, you know, going after these other philosophies, man. And he done that again when he came back as Solomon, when he was an old man. All right, he started building temples for them and shit.
It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
Yeah, so in these days, man, women are nothing but snares and nets, man. Okay, you can't believe what a woman, and we ain't gonna start talking about the woman today, man. You know, this is just in brief, alright? But you can't trust what a woman says, man. Okay, and that's the spirit. I was watching this like a couple of hours ago, man. As Apostle Rakar said, you ask a woman, what's your body count? How many men you slept with? Oh, I slept with 12 men. That means it's 12 times 12, man. She probably slept with 144 guys, man. Okay?
You know she's lying because it takes her time.
Yeah.
When you ask her that, it takes about 5 seconds for her to respond.
And then they got the one, oh, why are you asking me that for? You know? Why are you asking me that? That's none of your business. But then, bitch, you just said to me, I should get to know you. And that's part of you. I want to know about you. But then when I ask that question, it's, oh yeah, no, that's offensive. I don't, that's offensive. You know?
Happened to me before, man. what she does, she counts the ones she was in a relationship with.
Yeah.
And the other, I asked her, how many women was free? And then, is that all of them? She goes, yeah, that's all I was going on. But no, for all of them. And then she looked at me, and then the number went to the double digits. You know, then the number goes to the double digits. And then they're ashamed of it, man. Because regardless of how free they are and all that, man, the reason they lie, man, is because it's really a shame, man, for a woman to do that many men. It's a shame for them. At the back of their mind, they know that she is not. They take it up, they take it. Basically, it's either as long as nobody finds out, or society ain't really judging you about it. So that's what. But really, at the back of your mind, man, they know, man, that really, man, you shouldn't really be with two free guys. Free guys. When I was in school, man, free guys, man, that was like a big deal, man. That was a big deal, man. Now, man, three guys, man, that's just a weekend, man. That's just one fucking weekend now.
Crazy, man. But as the scripture was saying, their heart is snares and nets, man. So the main point on that is that a woman is very cunning, man. She'll do something. And that used to happen to me, man. You come home, the food is, the dinner's cooked, you know, the bathroom's run, everything, and you're thinking, oh shit, the Lord bless me with a woman, you know. And then after you eat the food and you're relaxing, yeah, baby. That's when they come with that. And then if you don't, because they've done all these nice stuff, if you don't go and comply, you see, I do this for you, I do that for you, and you don't. So every good thing a woman does, there's a bad ulterior motive behind it.
There's a cut in there. Right, that's spiritual, because the same thing Delilah done to Samson.
Exactly.
You know, she was using her womanly wiles, if that's the right word, her charm.
Yeah.
You know, to get Samson's secret. And when she got that secret, that was it.
And that's why I said women, the so-called Negro woman, Native American, Indian woman, and Latina women, basically all Israelite women, they're nothing but a product of Esau, because that's what Esau will do. Esau will smile in your face, shake your hand, hey buddy, hey pal, you know. But then when you think you're all good with him, he says, he looks at you like, yeah, I got this nigga, man. And then he puts you in a position where he makes you look bad. Okay? So that's the same tactic of these women. Why? Because they're under that same vibration of Esau, man. But that's it on them women, man.
It's Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord thy power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, as I said, ye shall not eat of fruit, certainly ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden.
Like, that's deep, man, because the serpent played Eve like that, and then Eve now took that same tactic to try and play Jake like that. You know, that subtle, approach. Keep going, man.
Verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, Ye shall not eat of it.
And man, in the kingdom, man, you see, this society is so God, man. We started off talking about oppression. You not being able to have complete rule over your woman is a form of oppression, man. What the hell is your woman doing to? Because women are hard drives, man. Okay? Men have the information on the USB and woman is the empty hard drive, man. We put our information in you physically and spiritually. Okay? You're a second compartment of your husband, man. Okay? You're meant to take information from one man and that's it. On all levels, man. What the hell you got your woman talking to some other dude, man? All she's gonna do is take that information and it's gonna bug her out, man. But in today's society, you go to work and she's inviting the next man around. She fucking him, she's sleeping with him, she's cooking for him, she's doing all of that, and then you come home and she's trying to act like she's all pure and nice for you. That's bullshit, man. Because in the ancient world, your woman wouldn't be caught dead around another man without you being in the presence, man.
That's right.
That's off, man. Okay.
But the way the Arabs are today, man. Like if you go in these other places, in these Arab countries, man, they see you as a woman, they're gonna question, who is that to you? If you're not the husband, man, hey man, you can get arrested and get beheaded at that very moment.
They even got this thing in the Arabic culture of if a woman's gonna do a long journey more than 3 days, she needs a chaperone. She needs somebody to escort her, man. Because what the hell are you doing that far away from your husband without somebody looking over you, man? Because women are liabilities, man. That's why when you would go to war and slaughter and slay off the men, what do? Take the women. Are the women gonna bring their swords and fight you? If you say come with me, bitch, she coming with you. Okay? Because that's the nature of them, man. They're to be owned, man. And a lot of people won't like that, but in righteousness, that's how it's meant to be, man. Okay? So that's just another form of oppression, man.
Back in Genesis chapter 3, verse 3, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die, for the Most High doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
And that spirit, that serpent, which was that man, the same spirit of the Edomites, later on down the line, that shows you that the top elite, you have to know the truth to be able to tell a lie. Because that serpent, that man came to Eve spitting the truth. But he added one word. He added the word not in the Hebrew, la'ah. Okay, you're not going to die. But what the Lord said, you will surely die, man. So when he added that word not, alright, it resonated with Eve. Oh yeah, but yeah, the Lord did say this. The Lord did say that. But because he's so subtle, he could just slip one thing in there and it throws everything off balance, man. And then she said, oh, you know what? I want to partake of this, man. And she started getting involved in those philosophies, and then she brought it back to Adam, and Adam done the same thing. Okay? You know? But that's it on that, man. I don't want to talk about women too tough, man. You had a precept.
I was just going to say, Genesis 3 is a great example of how Yahweh judges situations. And you know the scripture which says, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be punished.
Yeah.
When Eve joined in hand with the spirit of Esau, she got punished. And when Adam joined hand in hand with Eve, he got punished. So it just comes full circle again.
And that's the thing. Even you saying that, it says in that account. What's it? When the Lord started questioning them, Adam said, "It's the woman that you gave me."
Yeah.
You know.
And then when he got on the woman, she said it was a serpent. So it all went back to the serpent. So it basically goes back to the source.
Okay, finish it off.
Just to get to the point. So Genesis 3:16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over.
Yeah, so that's the worst pain a woman can feel. Women, what's the two worst pains women feel is childbirth and their period cramps, man. Okay, I've seen women cry and be on the floor because of their period cramps and when they're in labour, man. Okay, and that's a punishment from the Lord, man. You know.
You got a lot of women that die just giving birth. It's true,
Yeah.
a lot of women.
Oh yeah. Like, I remember my ex when I was in school.
Oh
She
yeah.
used to tell me like, oh, if I have a child, man, I'm gonna have to have a cesarean section because she was scared to go through those pains. She used to say, oh, like I don't want to go through the pains of giving birth. She used to say that to me. She goes, if I have a child, I'm gonna have to have the child by cesarean section. She goes, because I don't want to go through the pains of giving birth. And this is somebody who's never even felt it before, but they're contemplating what it's gonna be like to give birth, man. And she's already scared of it, you know.
And when you get into it biologically, the research, they say women have a higher pain threshold physically than men. And the Lord had to give them that, man, because if not, they would die for all of that, man. You know, their body, because their body is mechanic to take that pain monthly, you know. And then when they what do you call it? When they hold seed, they get all nauseous and shit and all kind of sickness. And then when it comes to giving birth, that's the grand finale, man. You know, you go up to the maternity ward, all right, boy. All you go with your hearing is and all that crap, man. Well, it's not crap because it's a curse from the Lord, but it sounds like mayhem, man. You know, so they're designed to take that pain, man. But it's a punishment, man. You know.
But in the kingdom, all that's gonna be taken away.
We're gonna go in, man. It's gonna be a joy to have a baby, man. Okay, and we're gonna have so many wives and so many children, we're gonna kind of lose count. Now, because we're gonna be poor, we won't lose count. We're gonna know exactly who's who, but it's gonna be like that, man. And your wives will bring your babies to you, and you'll inspect them, you'll name them, you'll bless them. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Alright, now you have a child, alright, the first thing they do is start jabbing them with these injections, man.
Yeah.
You know? It gives them sicknesses, it gives them certain diseases, and sometimes they put it in you, and then that disease, it manifests like 20 years down the line. So you could be living a relatively decent lifestyle, then all of a sudden, oh, you're diagnosed with this, and it's like, well, where did this come from? Oh yeah, because your diet and your blood type. Man, what do you mean your blood type, man? Okay, the Lord made us with different blood types, yeah, whatever, cool. But in the ancient world, they didn't have none of those problems. It's because they're injecting you with this shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay. All this autism and that, man. Okay. All these other. And Israelites, man, Israelites don't come out like that, man. Because we're strong people, man.
Right.
We come out relatively perfect, man.
Yeah.
Even in this society, man, our babies are stronger than Edomite babies, man. Okay, you have a baby, an Israelite baby that's what, 7, 8 months old, 9 months old. That baby's holding his own bottle, man. And then you have an Edomite.
Big head, can't even hold his head up.
You know?
Can't talk properly.
Even when it comes to crawling, walking, speaking, our babies pick up things much quicker, man. Okay? And then you got an Edomite, isn't it, Johnny? John, and the baby just there looking at you, you dumb, man.
What's like Exodus about our women being live?
I mean, even giving birth, that whole procedure, a man ain't supposed to be looking up on a woman's apron, underneath her apron, and looking at her coochie and, you know,
Stranger.
grabbing up the baby.
Total stranger.
You know, birth was different. You wouldn't squat that. You would squat.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, you know, have your legs open with another man looking.
And that's
Yeah.
contrary to gravity, man, because the baby's pushing down on the cervix. That's why the woman has the contraction pains. So you're meant to be squatting,
What?
man, but then you're on your, that's Esau, man, making it worse for you to try and kill the woman off. And then because what happens is the baby goes into stress, man. Because baby, when the most important part of a pregnancy is the 7th month, where the baby does a turn in the womb, and after that is the actual birth, man. Because if the birth takes too long, the baby goes into distress. What does that mean? The heart rate starts to go down. So you're on your back there screaming, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, push, and you're going against gravity, man. Okay, you know, don't make any sense. And then as the brother was saying, what the man is not meant to be in the room, man. In the ancient world, the man would be somewhere else, praying or just doing something else, man. It was the women and her handmaidens, because that's not an attractive sight, man. Like even down to periods, man. Okay, women would have to go to another house, man, and stay there. These days, oh babe, go to Sainsbury's, get me my pads. You're sending your man to the shop to buy you period pads, man.
You've got some nasty motherfuckers out, deal with them.
Exactly, man.
That's how decrepit
That's how far gone the society is. Babe, yeah, the nighttime pads and all that crap, man. But when you were on your period, you were put in another house, man. When it was time to give birth, it was the woman and her maidens, man. Because that was a bloody and a very traumatic thing, man. Okay. And that's the thing with you women, man. You gonna learn to want to be beautiful for your husband, man. Okay. In fact, let's get that real quick. Is it the book of Esther? It's either chapter 3 or chapter 9, when it took 12 months to be beautified before they came to the king. Hold that. I wanna get this because it proves the point. I know it's in the book of Esther. 12 months of purification. That is Esther chapter 2 and 12, I believe. 2 and 12 maybe. Around there.
It's lucky, if I may as well. According to Leviticus, the 12th chapter, there's a law, or it's lucky there's a procedure after a woman gives birth. It's called the day of the purification.
Yeah.
Whereas, how many days is it?
For a male child, it's 40 days, and for a female child, it's 80 days.
Not for the female children.
Right. Whereas in this society, your woman gives birth and she's out the next day. You know, that's hot.
You discharge love,
Yeah.
you know. all that. It's crazy, man. Let's get. We've got Esther 2 and
I've got it.
you got it.
Yeah. Esther 2 and 12, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is the book of Esther chapter 2 and verse 12, and it says, "Now when every maid's turn was come to go into King Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the woman, for so were the days of their purifications accomplished, to which 6 months with oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odours, and with other things for the purifying of the woman."
So it took a whole year for a woman to be acceptable to come into the king's presence, for him to deal with her, man. All right.
So like, that's crazy. That's gonna be us in the kingdom, man.
Exactly.
You ain't just gonna, yo, babe, come to my house. It will take a long time, man, because we're gonna get the women, man, in their virginity, young. Can you imagine? It was 6 months. She has to go through 6 months. He was washing her, cleaning up with the oils, and then another 6 months with this fine perfumes and all the, you know. When she comes on you, man, she's nice and soft and smelling good and everything. You know, that's how we're gonna get our women, man. Now, man, come on, man. As soon as she takes her bra off, man, that's stink. You know, that stink, that fishness. Bitch, what the fuck have you been, man? You know, we're gonna get them like that, man. And this, Ahasuerus was a heathen. He was a heathen, man. Now you can just imagine the promises that we're gonna get, man. You know, Salaki.
Yeah, because you had the Greeks called it Xerxes. Then the next one was Artaxerxes. You get into the history of it, and then he was known as Ahasuerus as well, the second one. But yeah, man, he was a heathen, and that's the treatment he was getting with his women, man. But before she comes in your presence, you can smell her a mile off, man.
Yeah.
You may be in your palace, right, and then this might be your bedchambers, your quarters. She'll be where that building is. You can smell her already, man, because she's so beautiful, man. All right, these days I hear the baby wipes, yeah. Come on, man, it's ridiculous, man. Actually, yeah, go.
I was just going to say that shows that men in this society, they don't have to rule over their spirits. Because if you tell a man like, okay, you can't do with your woman on her period, he'll look like he want to fight you. You know, because he'll be like, what are you telling me all this kind of shit for? Because they can't give it up. Do you know what I mean? They're so addicted to, you know, getting the box and stuff that they'll get it any way they can. So they're not thinking about, okay, you know, my woman's unclean for a period of time, or she's just had a baby, we need to, you know, be separate for a minute. A lot of guys can't do that because they're not built up in the spirit. They're very weak.
Yeah. Always has to bust a nut.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Always has to bust a nut.
I've got just Leviticus 12 and 1. So it says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived seed and born a man-child, then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation."
Salaki. I said 40 days. 7 days. See, let's clarify. There's 7 days for the man-child.
To the days of a separation for her infirmity shall she be unclean, and in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised.
And there's a wisdom behind that, because after 7 days, that's when the baby's blood can clot. Before 7 days, the baby's still, the bones are still being hardened, and the blood is still being thickened to the point where it can clot. Because if you cut a baby within 0 to 7 days of his birth, that baby is most likely going to bleed out. Right, so when you cut the foreskin, you're gonna bleed, but it's all good because on the 8th day, the blood is able to heal.
Verse 4, "And she shall then continue in the blood of her purifying 3 days. She shall touch no hallowed thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purification be fulfilled."
So it is 40 days. It is because the 7 days for the for the birth, but then after that it's a purification. All right.
Can you put that in my bag,
for a male
please?
child is 40 days. Yeah, go on. I knew it was 40. Yeah, go on.
Verse 5, "But if she bear a maid child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks, as in her separation, and she shall continue in the